got a day off school because his teacher's on strike. Happy days. So I thought we'll come and spend some quality time, just me, him, and Laura's here as well. To come and have a look around, have some food, and basically chill out without the little fella with us. So I briefly mentioned last week that I'm going on a diet. I'm trying to get healthy and get rid of this bad boy that's down there. So Laura's been doing this diet for about a month now. So it's HIIT exercises, so 20-minute hits and loads of healthy food. So she's just preparing our food for the week. You can see all the Tupperware dishes behind us there, and that's what we're going to be eating out of for the week. But it's good, healthy, delicious food. Hopefully it's going to help me get fit. So I go on holiday in 5 weeks. So I'm on a 5-week countdown. Is it 5 weeks?
Yeah.
5 weeks. So the countdown starts now. Way overweight anyway. I'm hoping I can lose a couple of stone. I'm probably being really optimistic with that. And I'm probably going to do some sort of cleanse just before I go so that I fit in all my shorts that I wore the last time I went on holiday. Fingers crossed we get somewhere close. So I got a new car this week, which is absolutely great, but it doesn't have the same little shelf where I used to put my phone to record clips when I was driving. One of the greatest lessons I learned when I worked in retail management was to learn to spend time on your business, not just spend time in your business. So that means not just working all the time doing what you've got to do for your business to run, basically, but rather spending time developing new ideas, pitching to new clients, practicing skills, all that sort of stuff. So it's something I try and do every week now. And I did fall by the wayside recently and didn't do it as much as I should have and all that sort of stuff. But then I went to a photography seminar a few weeks ago, or a photography show, and there's some seminars on. There's a guy called Tobias who runs a newborn photography company and training company. And he made a really good point about why you should spend time doing that. And he does it for an hour a day, so every day, for an hour in the morning, he turns his phone off, turns his emails off, turns everything off, and might interrupt him spending time on his business rather than his business. I hadn't really thought about it too much until last night, and I was lying in bed and I came up with some ideas just for some other projects I'm working on, which I'll talk about soon. I thought about, right, you know what, I spend a lot of time in front of a computer. It's now time between 9 and 10 every day to spend time to work on my business and come up with new ideas. So I went and sat in Starbucks this morning, so I'm not in my studio, so there's no distractions. And I've added a new workshop into my calendar. I'm going to be running a new studio workshop in the next couple of weeks and pitched a couple of ideas to a couple of new clients, which is stuff that's going to help me grow my business that little bit more. So really good bit of advice: if you're struggling with your business, no matter what kind of business it is, spend time on it, don't spend time in it. Take yourself out of the equation so you're not just working and feel like you're getting nowhere. Set yourself some goals, set yourself some lists, and actually figure out what you need to do to achieve those. The Wi-Fi at the studio is truly awful today. Don't quite know what's happened to it. I've done everything you should do. You know, turn the router off, turn it back on. Still nothing. I don't know why, but I'm trying to do exactly the same task on 2 different computers. It's not going any faster. I'm getting frustrated because I've just uploaded a new video to YouTube, which has me pointing to some areas of the screen saying, click here. But now I can't get into the video manager and the annotations to add the link that they will click to. Health food. Yay. So I wrote a blog recently talking about where photographers get their inspiration, how it's okay to take ideas from other photographers and other genres and other arts, I suppose, and make them into your own. I think a lot of times people worry about doing something similar to another photographer, where in fact I probably learnt my trade through imitating other photographers' work, certainly with lighting. So I'm totally a self-taught photographer. I learn a lot of what I do by looking at magazine images, looking at videos, looking online, and trying to replicate the same sort of look and then adding my own twist to it to make it my image. So one of the tools I tell people to use quite a lot, and I'm going to be talking about this on the fashion workshop I'm doing next month, is use Pinterest. It's such a simple tool to use. It's dead easy to find what you're after, and it just floods you with ideas. And it's great when you're collaborating with hairstylists and makeup artists and models, just to be able to put all those ideas together and say, look, this is the sort of concept we're after, let's run away with it. And then everyone's ideas can take over and it turns into something different. But I think it's okay to copy off someone to some degree, as long as you make it your own. It's okay to get inspiration from someone, as long as you make it your own thereafter. So I'll put a link to the blog down in the comments below. It's called The Imitation Game, so feel free to have a read. Now apparently, this is me.
This is me. Hello.
And this is Noah. So it's Friday night, I'm just getting prepped for this weekend's wedding. So like I said earlier in the vlog, I'm shooting 2 weddings this weekend. Tomorrow's is at Matford Hall up in Northumberland, and then Sunday I'm helping another photographer shoot a wedding down in Doncaster. So tonight's all about charging batteries, sorting memory cards, cleaning lenses, just making sure everything's right before I take it to the wedding, because once the car's packed, that's it. Getting the car packed for this week's weddings. So I'm just pulling on the drive. I've been out of the house for pretty much exactly 14 hours. So I dropped Laura for work before I went to today's wedding, arrived there at about 8 o'clock up in Matford Hall. It's 20 past 9 now, 21 past 9, and I've just arrived home. I'm absolutely wiped out. You can probably tell I sound a bit nasally. I'm full of cold, hay fever, and I'm just happy to be home. I'm doing it all again tomorrow. I'm shooting another one down in Doncaster tomorrow, but one of the biggest torments as a wedding photographer you can possibly have. It's rained pretty much all day today. We had a little break in the weather when we got the bride and groom out, but the biggest thing you can get tormented with as a photographer is a gorgeous sunset when you set off to come home. So the venue today is about 45 minutes, 50 minutes away from where I live. As I got about 20 minutes away from the venue, about halfway home, the sun came out to the most spectacular sunset I've seen in a long time. when it's one of those, what do you do? Do you go back and try and capture it, or do you just take it in and enjoy it? Well, you don't enjoy it when you sit and look at it thinking, holy shit, I could have captured that.